Kelly with Made with Love by Kelly, and today I'm going to be showing you the features of the ultimate storage solution that I've designed for the Wonderfold W Series W2 and W4 wagons. The one in front of us is of course the W4 model, and as I mentioned, this will also be available for the W2. The W2 is slightly narrower on the handlebar side, so it will be a more compact version with all of the same features that you'll see in this video. So to start, I'll show how the stroller organizer will attach to the frame of the Wonderfold wagon. You'll see here that I have a couple of clips already in place that are attached to the stroller organizer. But on this corner, I wanted to show you that the organizer on top attaches by these custom clips that I had specifically designed for the products that I offer in my small business. So you'll notice that they look pretty similar to the already existing clips that come standard with the Wonderfold wagon. That was intentional so that it would fit on the frame just as well as the clips that come from the manufacturer. All right, so as I mentioned before, you'll see that we have two clips already in place here. They fit in the sections that aren't being used by the seat clips here. So we have two clips for the seat back, and then we have one clip to support the storage solution on one corner, another one to hold up the center, and then we have this one on the other side. So to attach it, you just simply slip it over the frame and press down, which you should already be familiar with if you've been using your Wonderfold wagon. And just like that, your storage organizer is held nice and snug against the top of the wagon. Now moving down to the bottom of the frame, right now you'll see that I have the corners toggled down to the corner of each side of the organizer. You have a couple of different options for how you can use this organizer. Right now I have the basket off of the W4, so you'll see that I can use this without the basket. And if I want to attach the basket, I have two different ways I can do that while using this organizer. So the first way I'll show you is by inserting the basket over these pockets, and you can still use them from behind the basket. All right, so I've inserted the storage basket of the W4 that comes standard with the wagon in front of the stroller organizer. Right now, the organizer is still attached to the bottom of the frame with the toggles, and now those three pockets on the bottom of the organizer are kind of turned into hidden pockets. So if you wanted to use them still, you can access them by pulling the basket fabric forward a little bit, or you can just use these top compartments here. The next option I'm going to show you is removing the toggles from the bottom of the frame and adding more compartments to the inside of the basket. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to put the pockets on the inside of the basket if you wanted to use it that way. I've detached the toggles from the bottom of the frame here, and now I'll just pull this up and tuck it inside. So the thing that I really like about using the organizer this way is it kind of compartmentalizes the basket. So instead of one big open space, it gives you this option to put smaller items in here, but not take away from the storage that you have available standard with your wagon. Now we'll get into the individual sections of the organizer. Starting with the very top, you will see that there are two zippered compartments for a bit of hidden storage. The top one is an extra large pocket. It extends almost the full length of the organizer down 14 inches and is intended for those large items that we have to cart around with us and we're not always sure where to put when we're not using them. Right underneath that is a medium-sized pocket. It's about 7 inches down to the middle of the organizer there, so it's a lot better for smaller items that might get lost in that large pocket. Off to the right-hand side, you will see this little gold clasp intended for things like car keys or hand sanitizer, really anything that you find useful right at hand. Next to that is a clear cell phone pocket. So if you already have a spot for your cell phone, let's say in a stroller caddy that you would be using above this, you can really use it for anything that you want to see there. So it's just a general pocket, but it is really nice if you don't have a spot where you're already putting your cell phone. You can put it in there and kind of keep an eye on it without having to pull it in and out of a pocket. Right underneath that, you'll see there's another little storage pocket there with a Velcro closure and a card holder on the front of that. So kind of a double storage there. I like to put things like zoo passes, things that you need to get into somewhere and maybe you need to show throughout your experience when you're using your stroller. On the left-hand side, we have a wipe holder. So you'll see that there is an opening in the front so that you can access the wipes without having to pull it in and out of a pocket, which I find really useful. I think that this would be useful no matter what age your kids are because, to be honest, I've gone through a Starbucks and spilled all over myself and wish I had a baby wipe on hand. So I always keep them with me. Underneath that, you'll see that we have 3 pockets that are really just general use, whatever you need to keep nearby. The organizer itself is made out of a sturdy black fabric. It's kind of a softer canvas, very sturdy, and the lining is a tweed herringbone material. For cleaning, I would recommend spot cleaning. With all of the metal and plastic on it, I would not recommend putting this in the washer. Most of my items are washing machine friendly, but this is an exception to that. So if it does get dirty, just spot clean it with a damp rag.